Good day, fellow, and welcome to my speech. My name is Aisha Kayla Ariyanto, and let me stand here to bring you some interesting speech about education and wealth. What kind of education that we need to become a billionaire? Bill Gates with a fortune of 121 billion US dollar. Elon Musk with 230 billion and Mark Zuckerberg with 166 billion US dollar. Guys, is there any relationship between education and wealth? And how the impact of education for wealth? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, do you prefer to be smartest or the richest? Well, for me, I'll choose both of them. Because it is the same thing as bees and flowers. They are mutually symbiotic and mutualistic. Because bees helps flower pollination process so that it becomes a beautiful flowers. And also, people with high level of education are mutually related to high level of wealth. First, let's have a look into what education and wealth is. Do you know it, guys? Well, education is about process for learning in many endeavors to develop knowledge, skills, valuing, and growing. And also, wealth is when someone has financial freedom during all economic cycles, says Michael Burkhan. When we talk about the relationship between education and wealth, the focus should be on income. Guys, if you got 500 million, what will you do? Mostly people will spend it for buying a car, apartment, luxury branded, then the money will run out and only 5% of the initial amount remains. But let's have a look into Mark Zuckerberg does with his abundant money. Mark Zuckerberg is world-famous young tech entrepreneur, philanthropist, Harvard dropout, CEO, and founder of social media giant, which is Facebook. In 2007, he became the youngest person in the world at the age of just 23 years. Mark Zuckerberg is an educated person. He's smart, he's worked hard, he got admission to Harvard University to study psychology and computer science, but did not stay for long. He moved company to Palo Alto, California, then he started Facebook in 2003. And here it is Mark Zuckerberg tips for financial security. First, Mark Zuckerberg mostly keeps low profile, but he spends his lot of money in real estate, especially in investing children's education and medical research. Second, Zuckerberg believes that learning is a lifelong process. This philosophy extends to personal finance. Educate yourself about finance literacy, including concepts such as budgeting, saving, investing, and managing debt. And the last, he prefers to use his money for investment, shares, and business rather than buying an expensive thing because according to him, that way income will continue to increase and not decrease. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now some people have this notion in mind that we have a lot of study that are less educated and become successful. But guys, survey shows that 80% of people are successful through education. The rest 20% or even just 10%. Education is not only about going to school, attending lectures, getting a certificate in a particular part of study, but generalized on every aspect of life that involves learning and knowledge. The analysis shows that education is not centralized only on getting a certificate, attending lectures, but generalized on every aspect of life that involves learning and knowledge. The results of the study suggest that education that not contribute only on increase in income, but also makes person happier. Well, I think that's all for me. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.